Hello friends, Grandpa Grit here on the Grit and Grunt channel. Good morning. It's Monday morning, June 5th, 2023, and I'm ready for my Monday morning Bowflex workout. Going to start on the leg station today, doing the normal routine. I'm just going to video the whole thing today. Just feel like it's time for everybody to see what I'm doing on a daily basis again. The routine hasn't changed that much. And I am set up for legs right now. I've got the cables attached to the leg station, 40 pounds of tension just to do a little warm up here on the leg curls. So I'm going to straddle the leg attachment here and get started right away. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that's a nice little warm up. I'm going to move right up to 50 pounds. So I have been increasing tension. We are now in week 10, and I'm definitely getting stronger overall, pulling more tension on more sets, and feeling good. By the way, I did mention my ankle and arch were hurting yesterday. It cleared up quite a bit through the day yesterday. Sunday, which was my rest day, I did go out and do a little bit of yard work, but other than that, I stayed off my feet and definitely have some improvement there. So looking forward to starting my interval training again, maybe later in the week if everything continues to improve as it has. Okay, so here we are now. We got 50 pounds of tension on the leg curl. Here we go, first set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, I'm going to take a few breaths to recover and start set 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, a few more breaths. Give the legs just enough time to recover for that final set here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm definitely feeling it on these last ones. I just want to pull all the way through and hold. Make sure I'm working those muscles as much as possible. As long as I'm not feeling a strain, we're good to go. All right, we've got all 3 sets done at 50. Now we're going to go to leg extensions. So we'll sit on the bench here, get our knees over the top pads, get our ankles underneath the lower pads, and here we go. Set number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, I weighed in at 166. I didn't do a weigh-in this morning, but I ate pretty liberally yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised if I weighed in a little bit heavier this morning. But we're going to go strictly on our post-workout diet, protein, and go back to maintaining calories throughout the rest of the day. Okay, here we go. Set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And one of the things with the Bowflex, anytime you just want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can stay at the same tension, just slow down a bit, and you will notice that your muscles are definitely being challenged, holding that tension over time. Okay, we've recovered a bit here. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I'll slow down for these last ones. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And what you'll notice is I'm feeling different parts of my thigh when I'm doing this, and I do this more generally with the legs and in the thighs, just to make sure that I'm tensioning the muscle all the way through. And if I'm not, then I can squeeze it at the end, and I actually can feel which part of the muscle I'm squeezing in order to energize it and make sure it's participating in the workload here. Okay, I did a few extras there. I'm feeling good. It's Monday, so I'm not going to overdo it today. I tend to do a harder routine as the week goes on, so I tend to start out my Mondays fairly light. All right, switching to the hand holds here. Going to do the rest of the exercises. So we've completed 2. I've got 8 basic exercises, and we're going to go through them all this morning. I'm not sure if we're going to do anything extra yet. So far, feeling good. All right, hand holds are on. I'm going to remove the leg station entirely here. You don't have to necessarily, but I've grown accustomed to just getting it out of the way now. So just going to pull the pin and move the leg attachment, leg station off to the side. Put the pin in the hole so I don't lose it. And there we go. You can actually put it straight across if you want. There we go. I don't know if you could see that, but it's not that important at this point. All right, we're going to start today with shoulder presses. And we're going to do those at 30 pounds tension. When I first started this program 10 weeks ago now, or 9 weeks ago, we're starting week 10. I was just doing these at 25 pounds. Now I'm starting at 30. I can do that easily, and I've already worked up to 40 pounds of tension. And that was really significant because I had that frozen shoulder for such a long time, and I've really been able to strengthen that area really happy with how that's turned out to get that full mobility and strength back. And that took nearly 2 years to resolve completely. When it first started, I couldn't lift my arm above my head at all. It was extremely painful, but have worked through that over the course of a couple years. Okay, here we go. First set will just be a warm-up set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I easily move through 30 pounds. And I'm just going to go up to 35 here. Move up gradually. Again, this is the first workout of the week, so taking it a little bit easy, just letting the body reaccustom itself to the workout. Took yesterday off completely, although I did do a good hard workout on Saturday. So the rest period wasn't excessive. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. It's important to remember to breathe. I usually like to synchronize my breathing, but it's not critical that you synchronize your breathing. It's just really important that you do remember to breathe whenever it's convenient. Sometimes I do synchronize my breathing. I tend to breathe in on the return stroke and breathe out on the tension stroke. But in consulting the Bowflex manual that I have that came with this, it says it's not important that you synchronize your breathing as much. It is important that you just breathe while you're doing the exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, 3 sets of 12. That felt good. I think I'm just going to stick with that. We're going to move on here to the next exercise. I'm going to do seated lat rows. I'll start out at 40. And notice how I'm just moving from one exercise to the other without too much rest in between. Usually just the setup time is usually just enough rest period to get your recovery and move on to the next thing. This is good for just calorie burning in general, keeping the pace up. Here we go, 3 sets of 12. 1, and I'm holding a few seconds there to tension those back muscles. 2, you can count it off if you like 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 10, 1, 2, 3, 11, 1, 2, 3, and 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's set number 1. As I was doing those, as I hold, I purposely tension my back muscles, and you can feel them being activated. Just takes some practice. As you do these, you'll be able to feel it as you're able to manipulate your back muscles over time here. It's just something you learn as you go. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 5, 1, 2, 3. 6, 1, 2, 3. 7, 1, 2, 3. 8, 1, 2, 3. 9, 1, 2, 3. And 10, 1, 2, 3. 11, 1, 2, 3. And 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I believe that was set number 2. I may have lost track. If I've done 3, well, then I'm going to do an extra here, but I think I've only done 2. So here comes the last set. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 5, 1, 2, 3. 6, 1, 2, 3. 7, 1, 2, 3. 8, 1, 2, 3. 9, 1, 2, 3. 10, 1, 2, 3. 11, 1, 2, 3. And 12, 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 40 pounds of tension. I'm going to now just go right to biceps. I'm going to start at 40. 40 should be light for biceps. And we're going to do a warm-up set, and then I'll probably increase to 50 pounds and do 3 sets. So here we go on the warm-up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, yep, definitely going to increase to 50. Going to use the 50 rod, which I call the stout rod. It really makes a difference when you start getting into this run. That is a nice thick rod, and it's hard to bend. So just be ready if you use that 50. You're going to be pulling a lot more than you have been with those lighter rods. Okay, set of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. When I start pulling the heavier tensions, that's really when I get into the synchronized breathing. That's where it really helps. Okay. We got 2 more sets to go. Catch our breath here. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Now this is what I'm getting a little excited about. I can really see this vein starting to pop now. It's running up and down the length of my bicep. That tells me two things. It's feeding more blood to the muscle. Muscle's getting stronger. And then the other thing is I'm cutting fat because I can see through the fat layer underneath my skin. So that's what we're trying to do here, is get lean and muscular. Not necessarily overly muscular, but good and strong. And lean the body fat out, get rid of the body fat so we can see more of what's underneath. Okay, last set. Caught our breath here. Okay, I'm synchronizing my breathing on these because I am pulling so hard. Okay, here we go. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. That felt good. It was a good workout. Okay, so we did shoulder presses, biceps, and then we did those lat rows. So 3 more exercises complete. We did the 2 leg exercises, so now I've done 5. I'm going to set up the bench on an incline for the last 3. We have triceps to do. We have flies, chest flies, and bench presses to do. So for triceps, I'm going to go at 40. And that's an increase over where I started with those at 30, I believe. But I've been able to easily handle 40 now. So again, we've made steady progress over the number of weeks that we've been doing this. We've been doing this 9 weeks now. This is the beginning of week 10. So the body is getting more and more accustomed to this workout and is able to do more. All right, we're keeping the elbows up, and then we're going straight out with the hands, focusing on the triceps here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to do one extra here, nice and slow. There we go. And the other thing I've noticed over time is doing this, my arms and elbows and hands are much more stable now as those muscles develop. I'm able to hold the position. Even with the increased tension, I'm able to hold the position better. And you just notice that. You notice that over time as you do, from week to week, and you, like I said, your body just becomes stronger, becomes more accustomed to the motion, the activation of the muscles. Each muscle that participates gets stronger, and the muscle memory is just improved, so that when you do the motion, you're staying more stable. Okay, set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's amazing to me that I am doing these so comfortably, going from 30 to 40 already, because I really struggled with that at first, even at 30. But now it just feels so much easier. So it's just a matter of time. You just got to continue to do the program, and if you're consistent, you will see improvement. There's no doubt about it. So if you're considering a program like this, the start is always difficult, and but if you're, like I said, if you're consistent, doing the program, I would say at least 4 days a week, but I'm still doing 5 or 6, and it's very possible to maintain 5 or 6 days a week. And if you can't, then you're probably overdoing it, and you should just lighten the load. But it's important that you do a frequent amount of workouts so that you're constantly telling your body what it needs to do. Okay, here we go. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, I'm going to just to continue the tricep development, and I've seen really good tricep development, but I'm going to try to go up another 10 pounds using the lighter rod. So I'm using the 30, the 10, and the 10. I'm not going to pull that stout 50 rod, but I want to try to do at least a set of 8 with 50. And really challenge that muscle group today. I was easy on most everything, but today we're going to challenge the triceps. And I like to rotate the muscle groups that I challenge on a daily basis. And I usually challenge one set every day, although not necessarily, it's not necessarily a necessary thing. It isn't absolutely required that you challenge one set a day or anything like that. So, I mean, if you're just doing the normal routine, you're challenging all your muscles anyways, just to keep up. But every once in a while, I like to try and see how much I can do with just one muscle group. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I'm going to make 12 here. And 12. Okay. All right, I could feel it in the triceps, but I didn't overstrain them. Just enough to really challenge them and wake those muscles up. I can feel the muscles building up. And if you compare it to my other earlier videos, you can see I've got a lot of muscle built up in the arms. I can also feel it in the legs and thighs. But yeah, the triceps in particular have grown quite a bit, and the biceps as well. Okay, back to 40. We're going to do chest flies and bench presses. Going to stay light on those to finish up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Do an extra one in there. There we go. Okay. I think we started at 8:30. It's coming up on 9 a.m. So we've been at this only about 30 minutes. And 30 to 40 minutes is a typical Bowflex workout for me. Every once in a while I go longer. You'll find 1 or 2 videos where I went on about an hour. I think one video for sure, I think that was the mega workout day where I doubled up on everything. And I got that done in just a little over an hour. Okay, second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know why I went on to 15. I just kept counting. Sometimes you just get in a groove and you just keep going, and then you realize, oh, I've surpassed the number of reps I was planning on doing. All right, so there we go. 3 extra reps on that one. Take a couple deep breaths, recover. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, we got 1 exercise left. So we've done 7 of our core exercises. Here's number 8, the bench press. 3 sets of 12. First set, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Take a couple breaths. Okay, second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Throw another one in there for good measure. Okay. And when you see me just moving around after an exercise, I'm just kind of stretching out a bit, loosening the muscles up a little bit more, and then we go for the next set. In this case, our last set of the day on the Bowflex. Here we go, last set of bench press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, we did it. Another day where we accomplished our complete Bowflex workout. The way you wrap this up is you take your tension rods off of the cables. Again, always watch your head and face so you're not close to that when you release it. And with the Bowflex tension rods, you always want to strap them up so they don't take on a set. They do take on a little bit of a set anyways over time. And this particular machine is 20 years old. I haven't changed a rod yet, but I do have a set of rods that I bought new for replacement just in case. I bought the 30-pound rods because that's the most used, and that's the one that's taking on the biggest set. As you can see, it does have a little bit of a bow to it overall, and that 30-pound rod right there has got a little bit of a set to it. So I do have another set of 30-pound rods waiting, brand new, if needed. But at this point, they're still going strong, so I'm going to use them up. Let's see here. I am going to have my protein meal. Like I've talked about in prior videos, I have an egg, a hard-boiled egg, a few slices of roast turkey. I think it's roast turkey breast, probably 4 to 6 ounces, and a glass of milk. That is my after-workout meal, and I have it immediately after the workout, so I'm going to head upstairs right now to the kitchen and get that. And sometimes I will take a little nap, not necessarily in the morning. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I got up about 7:30 this morning. But sometimes I take a little nap, especially before I go into work in the afternoon. which is nice to do. But after the Bowflex workout, I definitely have that protein meal to initiate muscle growth, and it's been working so far. Like I said, I definitely can feel the mass increase in my arms, in my legs. I didn't feel it at first in the back of my legs, but I'm definitely feeling it now. So things are going well. Again, this is the beginning of week 10. I weighed in yesterday at 166, so I'm still down the 7 pounds that I initially lost in the first 6 weeks. So even with the vacation, it didn't affect me much as far as weight, and I did get some good workouts on while I was on vacation. So anyways, everything's going fantastic. Thanks for joining me again today. Oh, by the way, I did do my crunches on the inversion table here before I did the Bowflex routine, so I've gotten that in as well today. Once again, thanks for joining me. This is Grampa Grit on the Grit and Grunt channel. We'll see you next video.